Ciao a tutti ragazzi e benvenuti a un nuovo caso di Noire. Il mio nome è come sempre Quittono8 e quest'oggi siamo qui per continuare il nostro viaggio nei narcotici. L'ultimo caso non è andato così bene, ma io non credo che sia tanto per colpa nostra quanto per questioni di storia. Anche se sì, ho sbagliato totalmente l'interrogazione sulla tizia, quindi potrebbe essere per quello. La città nuda.
Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Ottimo. Morfina di nuovo. Ce l'ha un po' con noi, il tizio. Poco poco.
Get up of yours anyway. I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm the same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Ok, pardon. Devo tossire. Dai, Earl, su. Fuori dai coglioni che andiamo.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hunk.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Wow. No, basta chiamate. Sono sempre in culo al mondo. Tacci vostra. Hello, hello. Eccoci arrivati. Veloci come il vento, signori. Veloci come il vento. Quello era il vento. Probabilmente suonerà orribile nelle nostre cuffie.
Apartment 6, in the back.
Ok.
Thanks.
Secondo piano. Appartamento 6 sul retro. Quindi primo piano. Giusto? Qua ce n'abbiamo già l'8. Ah, è questo. Quindi è il primo piano, non è il secondo. Tacci vostra.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, fellas.
Grande Bukowski!
How can we get on with it?
Oh!
Relax, Rusty.
Tutti.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills, falls asleep in the tub, rest in peace, case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Grazie. Minchia, tutti i nostri amici qua. Che figata. Allora, iniziamo a guardare in giro. Madonna, che gnocca la tizia.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look. Could have been a modeling assignment.
Posso analizzarli ulteriormente. Aspetta, allora torniamo qua. E analizziamo ulteriormente. Giriamo. Slack. Non c'è niente. Va bene. E la rimettiamo giù. L'altro. Giriamo. Op. Da Zin. I'm working Tuesday. Can keep me company? Ask for Mr. Randall. Julia. Yes, Julia. Ok.
It's a place to start.
E qua? Cosa abbiamo?
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Minchia che gnocca. Ha delle tette da paura. Ragazzi. Volete trovarvi una ragazza? Trovatevela così. Senta a me, senta a me. Minchia, poi egocentrica però sta tizia, eh. Salve, 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 salve. Un mestolo! È l'arma del delitto! No,
think this is anything.
Oddio, potrebbe essere anche il mattarello.
Optimistic, Cole.
Sì, molto ottimistica. Poi... un ferro da stiro.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Andiamo a vedere di qua cosa c'è. Ed eccola qui, grazie a Dio l'hanno coperta, salve.
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning.
Ok.
Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
You
No,
might
yeah.
guessed.
Salve.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
Le brutte livide, però è questo braccio qua che ci dà tutto, cioè dai.
Bruising on forearms and these look like bite marks.
E la Madonna, chi è che l'ha morso? Ovviamente se dovete trovare una ragazza così, possibilmente
Very
viva.
unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
Spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
This is her in these photos?
Allora cosa?
She's something else.
Yes. Un pettine.
Probably.
Perché li facevano così larghi i pettini?
Pretty girl like that? Maybe she was having trouble with some boys, huh? Maybe she got her heart broken. Couldn't take
Vediamo qua.
a bath and down some pills and then
Quality
Aha.
English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
So much drive. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Mamma mia che letto disordinato, ragazzi.
Looks like barbiturates.
E la scatola con le gioie. Analizziamo meglio.
Barbiturates.
Barbiturici,
What
ovunque.
else is rattling around in this thing?
Dai, ci sarà un secondo fondo. Benzedrine.
We should
Dottor
speak to her
Stoneman.
doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Ok. No, questi sono sempre i barbiturici. Ottimo, quindi abbiamo anche il dottore da quale parlare. E ora parliamo con la clandestina. Te devi levare dal cazzo! Grazie.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
Povera.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Ok, stato d'animo della vittima.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Ah. Ah. Ok. Scusi, Io voglio usare l'intuito qua. Mi sa che mi serve. Dicono tutti di accusarlo. Cioè, la maggior parte dice.
Hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldsson. Julie was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dai, alla ricetta. Alla ricetta.
If you were any kind of a detective, you would be trying to blame all this on Miss Julia.
Merda.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Ah.
Men
Ma dai.
Mrs. Reynoldsson.
Come fai a essere sbagliata?
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary, sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
Evviva.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
E andiamo. Cos'altro abbiamo? Suicidio, morfina. Forziamola. Yes, una cosa giusta.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Now you're trying to protect Julia, Mrs. Reynoldsson, but it won't help us solve the case. Julia can't be hurt anymore.
Merda. Abbiamo fottuto l'indagine.
Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Ok.
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway.
Trovata.
In my time who can't handle their dope.
Yup. E questa cos'è,
Mal
zio?
will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
Lo sapevo.
I think our work is done here.
Not everything here is going to be
Un cadavere di bell'aspetto. Va bene, allora andiamo. Ok.
Remember that dead lady they found?
Negozio di abbigliamento da Sin, studio del Truston. Andiamo al negozio di abbigliamento. Let's go, bro. Dai, ti stavo lasciando indietro che sbaglio, su. And let's go.
Galloway, quite the little reunion.
Sì, un sacco, è stato bellissimo.
They're good police. How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Ok. Wihee! Mamma santa. La musichetta è proprio carina. La sto ascoltando per bene adesso, è per questo che sono un po' più silenzioso mentre guido. Ma è proprio carina, un sacco. Dobbiamo fare 86 km per arrivare al prossimo posto, però. Oh, siamo arrivati. Grazie al cielo. Salve. Negozio di abbigliamento The Sin. 2:51 del pomeriggio. Entriamo, vediamo cosa c'è qua. Se ci vedete, chi è che potrebbe averla voluto uccidere? Cioè, perché? Più che altro il movente che mi sfugge.
What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She's dead.
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Mi sembra abbastanza seria e sincera. Seria.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Ok.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
Ottimo.
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Ottimo.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Ok, glielo diamo. Azione con la vittima.
Don't go away, detective.
Va bene.
I want to know what this is about.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé,
Okay.
Henry Arnett.
Henry is your beau.
Sì, mi sembra molto sincera.
Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business.
Ok.
He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Who's here? Dai. Dai che stai per cedere. Cedi? Stai sbattendo un sacco gli occhi. Tantissimo. Tantissimo gli occhi. E hai paura. Hai un sacco di paura. Che sei dei gluten.
Look,
No,
lady, you need
cazzo.
to give me something. Do you know anybody who would have cause to harm Julia?
No. Really, Mr. Phelps. Julie is my friend. I
Merda.
don't know why anyone would want to hurt her. She's okay, isn't she?
That's all
Insomma.
for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no.
È per questo che non te l'abbiamo detto. Perché non vogliamo storie da donna.
She was so full of life.
And now she's dead. La smetti? Gatta malefica.
Gioco ai videogames da quando avevo 2 anni. Adesso